Well. GM. G. To the M. Right morning, my friends. DJs, Diamond Hand fam, Forge and Fuel crew, super soldiers, one percenters, pioneers, pivoters, pursuers, builders, brothers and sisters, hermanos y hermanas, mamas y papas, anyone I may have left out, and anyone in between. Welcome back and welcome into the best way to start your day. It's time to get fired up at Forge and Fuel, baby. I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Capp Swirl One, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my guys, and dive down some motivational and inspirational rabbit holes unlike any other. Now, my friends, let me be the first to let you know we got one hell of a show on tap for you here on this fantastic Friday. No, fabulous Friday. No, fantabulous Friday morning. It is January the 3rd, 2025, and I hope you're ready to come alive because we got more motivation, more inspiration, more good vibration, and more high-level conversation coming your way than you're going to know what to do with over the course of the next hour to hour and a half or so, baby. But before we get into said episode 640, I must humbly ask you to do a few things. Maybe if you could find it in that big old heart of yours to do so, and you could take a quick moment, and you haven't done so already, maybe you could just take a quick second to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you're currently ingesting the Forge Fuel podcast on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that little notification bell down there as well, so you never miss start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on this channel. And if you're enjoying this morning's program, you might as well give that old like button a blam right down there one time for the one time. Maybe you're watching on Rumble. If you haven't subscribed over there, turned on your notifications, hit a like button over there, give them a good old kapow one time for the one time. And maybe you're enjoying the show over there on X. And if that's the case, give that like button a pow, that repost button a pow. Hell, even give it a quote post a pow. Let the people know on the X timeline why you're tuned in live in prime time to Forge and Fuel this morning. We'll talk about that for a weird shot. Who's to say, who's to know? And last but certainly not least, if you are listening to this show on your favorite podcast directory, like Spotify, Apple, or maybe even Amazon Music, maybe you could take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button, follow us, leave us a 5-star rating, or quite honestly, just smash the shit out of whatever button you see on your screen, as it only helps us grow and flow on all those platforms as well. As for all of you beautiful human beings tapped in, tuned in, locked in, live in prime time that have already smashed the shit out of those buttons, we can't thank you enough for doing so, helping that algorithm go and flow on whatever platform you may be tuned into this morning. But maybe, just maybe you haven't hit those buttons yet. And you're saying to yourself, why should I do that? Actually, maybe you're saying, Cap, I'm just here to listen. I don't need to press no buttons. Well, hey, maybe the show makes you laugh. Maybe it makes you cry. Maybe it makes you think. Maybe it makes you go, I ain't never heard of that perspective before. That's the first time that's ever slapped me. Geez, I got to share this with the world. Well, if so, don't be a host, share the show, be a friend, tell a friend, let somebody know, and we will proceed with this morning's program.
Don't be rude.
Yes, that's right. Don't be rude, as old 47, soon to be 47, and 45 once said. You've heard a few sounds. You've heard a few noises. So that must mean, my friends, that here with us, Mr. Producer, DEEZYY in the building one time for the one time. What up, D's? Great morning, my guy. How you doing, buddy guy? Great morning.
Great morning, everybody.
Shout out D's one time for the one time. We had to go to the green screen. You know how the vibes are. Hey, we had a special request last night on the show or on our bi-weekly networking meeting. Hey, why the hell don't we see Mr. Producer? Is he alive? Is he a figment of our imagination? Is he AI? No, he's real. He's alive. He's out here one time for the one time. Shout out, Mr. Producer. We appreciate you, my guy. And there is another man who's joining us as always. And you know, this man was gone yesterday. We didn't get to see him. We didn't get to get his perspective. We didn't know what was up in his world. But now he's back. And we get all those answers and most likely more, coupled with a little perspective and energy. Can't wait to see what's in store as we welcome on the owner of the Grandpa Ape Country Club. What? The lead pro on the GACC greens, if you will. What? He is a professional DJ with a wide-ranging musical catalog, most likely going to put some songs and records on a couple of decks tonight and cause them to spin around in a circle, formulating some musical notes that make your body gyrate and move and roll in ways you didn't know possible, making him a human iPod. What? A purveyor of positive vibes. What? Curator of high-level energies. What? A certified PLP pusher. What? My friends, he is the jet plane flying. What? McLaren driving. What? Rolex rocking. What? Jesus Peace dangling. What? President of St. Louis, Missouri. What? Sweet James Jones himself. What? The one, the only, with an emphasis on the one. What? He's DJ Swirl One. Great morning, Swirl One. How you doing?
Bro, I almost feel bad for DZ. He wasn't ready for that. He was like, oh, hi, everybody. I'm like, we need to give him more warning next time. I almost feel like, whoa, DZ, hey, how you doing, bro?
Warning.
Hey, he was frozen for a minute there. So hey, shout out DZ. Hope
Keep
that
on
was
his toes.
okay.
Keep on his toes. He needs it. It's good for him. Good for him.
Great morning, everybody. Hey, I hope you ever grabbed your water already. You're already downing it. Wait. I already got 2 of these. See, already down with one. Got another one. Look, I'm ready. Now, I may not have a carafe, but I do have this really nice GACC Yeti right here. And this GACC Yeti holds 20 ounces
Give me a
of
cup.
that.
Give me a cup. I got you. I got you, bro. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Just a little. I'm not gonna lie, just a little, but it's okay. We're all right. We
Hey.
saved it. We're too crazy.
That just saying that's why you gotta shake it before you zip it up, bro. That's the problem right there, bro.
That's what happened. It gets a little steamy in there, and when the first time you hit it, it kind of lets a little steamy out, and then that was what I had. Okay, duly noted for next time.
I'll tell you this. It's great to see DZ. It's great to see you. It was great to see everybody in the networking meeting last night. I was up since 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday because I needed to get on a standby flight. I don't know what was up with flights yesterday. Maybe it was all the crazy things going around across the nation that made everything go a little wild. But when you let other people book your travel, this is what you get. So just word for the wise, always book your own stuff and do it with your own, memberships and those kind of things. Because when you're ambassador and when you're, with Platinum, with Delta, they do anything for you. But when you're in Southwest and the cattle call and they don't have any of that, they'll bump you, dude. What's up with the hammer, dude? Where did
What do you think about my hammer, bro? Huh?
I mean,
I couldn't just magically smash anything anymore. I had to actually do it. Smash! Smash! With that smash! I couldn't just have a magical anymore.
Bro.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
My favorite song.
Oh, hey,
They not like us.
Hey,
They not
let me
like
ask you,
us.
are
They
you
not
trying to
like us.
compensate for something right now?
no. Who's to say? Who's to know? $7 on Amazon. I said there's no way I could pass that up for a little show prop. $7.
Hey, I appreciate it. For $7, I probably would have done the same thing.
100%.
Well, great morning to everybody. Do us a favor real quick. I know he said he used a hammer to illustrate the smashing of all said buttons. However, I kind of like to use the phone because this is what everybody's got in their hands anyway. So while you got it there, swipe over to one of those little, Instagrams, maybe the Facebooks, maybe anything like that. And you can just send a DM to somebody and say, hey, have you checked out this? Have you heard about these guys? Do you know about this podcast? And they'll say, no, I can't say I've ever heard that. Well, let me tell you what, they'll have some motivation, some inspiration, and some great vibes for you to go ahead and wake up today for, unless you're Malka, it might be tonight, wherever you're at. So I'm excited. TGIF Friday. I got my GAC gear on because, man, we are going to tear it down tonight. I don't know what else I got right now. So let's go ahead and kick it over back to Cap and see what we got. What do you got today, Cap? What are we doing?
Give me one of them numbers first.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Oh, that's good coffee today, bro. Let me tell you. I mean, that's some high quality right there.
High quality black elixir, that's for sure. Now, I was just scrolling through some of my notifications here. Shout out to all of you that have already reposted the show. I mean, my notifications are going hot already this morning.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Appreciate the hell out of you. But also, a little word from the wise. You mentioned the DJ party. Looks like Zerb dropped some new heat. Mwaki, Zerb. Me and DZ love that song. Little fire as fuck, right? He just dropped a new song called Location featuring Ty Dolla $ign.
What?
That might be Fire Flame. Can't play it on the show. We get copyright strike, but that might be a Fire Flame song to maybe begin a little bit opening in that. Who's no? Who's no? I'm gonna listen to that after the show. Damn. Shout out to Zerb. Didn't know he dropped a new track. But that's not how we're starting around here. Well, if we were still guava and spams, maybe we could have played that song. I say, oh, hey, check it out, everybody. Brand new jam. Pew! But, we'll get that old DMCA if we decide to do that over here on the tube of the U variety, baby. But now Swirl One has flipped his background to Forge and Fuel. It must mean we are officially live, and that must mean it's time to begin. Time to begin a very specific way. All serious-like and giving you all this perspective and shit and making your brain fall out of your ears and go, why did I even tune in this morning? So get ready for that. Here we go. Button up, everybody. Nah, I'm just kidding. You know how we begin around here. A nice little laugh, a nice little chuckle to let you know, hey, we ain't the same. We ain't trying to be nobody special. We're regular old humming beans. We like to chuckle too. We like to have some perspective. We like to have some fun. So this morning, my friends, I got a knee slapper for you. And maybe you've seen one of these contraptions down in grandma's basement. And maybe you and the cousins decided to strap your legs in one time, and you too have been in this situation. Maybe not necessarily just like this situation. Maybe your cousins tipped you upside down and kept you in the son of a bitch. But also, maybe this happened as well. Now, my friends, maybe you have no idea what I'm talking about, and this was not located in one of the households you grew up in. But my friends, if you did, memories are about to be abound as a human death trap is here this morning, and a young man is caught right up in that son of a gun.
That's what holds you weak. Oh, shit!
Judge Junior, help me, fool.
Help me,
Help me, fool. He pulls it out. Hey, help me. Knock that thing away from his head, dude.
Oh my goodness. Oh shit, that was good.
Please run that shit back, dude.
That's what holds you weak. Oh, shit!
Judge Junior, help me, fool. God damn, not for real. Help me, fool.
Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Oh shit, that was good.
Third time is the best. Run it one more
Help me,
time,
fool.
His laugh, bro. His fucking
That's
laugh.
what holds you weak. Oh, shit!
Judge Junior, help me, fool. God damn, not for real.
Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Oh shit, that was good.
Help me, fool.
So his foot, he's like the slowest walk, and he nudges it out. I got you, bro. Let me move that thing real quick.
Oh, he says that's what holds you away.
Is that what you wanted? Do you want me to move the Christmas tree stand? I got you here. Here, let me.
Ooh, hey, help me, fool. What the fuck?
So I've been watching. I think I showed you and sent you the video. And I'm from New Mexico, and they all speak like this. I cannot tell you that. Fool, all that, right? I used to say it too. I had to get myself out of it. But I've been watching
the old GUEY, the old
Yeah,
way
you have
behind
no
everything.
idea. So I've been watching Creeper, and he's been doing the Tamale Olympics, and he's been doing the Creeper walk. And he talks like that. Hey, so let me tell you, when you try to go and do this, you got to understand. It's just like, hey, if you don't be one of those fools that tries to do too much. You might, like cut a leg or something.
Your socks are below your knee, essay. You ain't a down ass fool.
You have no idea how many friends I have like that. And they're like, what are you talking about, fool? Is that me? I'm like, nah.
Oh, man, don't worry about it. You're good. You're good.
If you know, you know. Trust me. If you know oh my god.
Not only did I think that would be a good one, I also thought that would probably spark some type of Latino memory as well.
That's
so glad it
bro.
did.
I grew up in all of that. You have no idea. No. Hey. I'm telling you, bro.
Well, shit. And then I went and I worked construction from like 16 to 19, 18, 19. And then I got into the restaurant industry, and all I worked with the entire time there were just a bunch of Mexicans and Guatemalans and freaking Venezuelans and all these different. So all the time they're just speaking, "Hey, vato, ¿qué pasó, güey?" I'm like, you motherfucker. So then I just start talking like them, and I'm saying "way" behind everything. What's up, way? How you doing, way? What the fuck, way? Like, I'm not even speaking English and just throwing it by.
No. I'm telling you.
Oh shit. Well, there you have it, my friends. Caught in a human death trap. I've been caught in that situation a few times. My cousins trap me in there, my older cousins, and throw it upside down, hold the old feet, and let me rock for a while. Who's to say, who's to know? And, maybe I know somebody else, but I won't put him on blast, who has one of those machines and accidentally got herself stuck upside down one time. Who's to say, who's to know, if I'm not mistaken? Not I said her, that you're not
I
a
know.
her.
I don't have a
Who's to
machine
say,
like
who's
that.
to know?
I've never done this. Never had to happen to me.
They're good.
I
They're
have
quality.
seen
They really help your back. They are
And
great.
as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stay out of that.
They're amazing for your back, but
There's a lot of
you
things that are
can't-
amazing for your back that don't.
but you can't sit. You can't sit with, like, you have to be down and then put your legs in, or else your counterbalance is off, and then it will throw your ass back like that, and you'll never be able to get back up again. If you do it when you're sitting, you can literally move your arms, put them back, and you'll float back, and you put them forward, and you'll float forward. No problem at all. But when you sit on it like that, that's when you get caught in that human death trap. And people have been known to just get caught upside down like that, just fucking screaming, nobody's around, like, fucking let me out. Blood rushing to their head and shit. So who's to say, who's to know? Maybe you were thinking about investing, and maybe you tuned into the show, saw the video, and you're saying, fuck that, forget it, I'm out. Who's to say, who's to know? But there's your opening to the show, friends. Your morning banner, nice little laugh. Definitely a little more vibrant than yesterday morning. Not saying that it wasn't vibrant with just me, but it's nice to have a little.
Buddy, I was not happy. I had to get up at 4 to be on the phone to just get a flight.
Well, here you are.
And I landed as literally you guys were wrapping up, and I was like, you couldn't. I mean,
well, here we are now, live in prime time.
Yes,
January
live.
3rd,
Here we are.
third day of January, third day of 2025. Already here. We'll probably be talking a little bit more about 2025. Some thoughts, some perspectives, some different things. Who's to say, who's to know? But I'm ready to get going with this show. I got some thoughts, some things I was thinking about late last night as I was putting this show together. So I feel like it is time to get into the first segment of the day. I'm feeling a little motivational, a little inspirational. Feel like I could drop some perspective bombs at the trip of a trigger. So strap in, tap in, lock in, get out those notebooks and those pens or those pencils, whatever you might need to keep track of the knowledge and insights coming your way on the opposite side of this transition as we get into the first segment of the day. It is your sharpening session. Alrighty then, my friends. Oh, Swirl One, I got some new headphones. My headphones aren't blown anymore. I can hear it.
Okay. I like that.
But just a little sidebar. I just realized, oh my gosh,
How's your mic?
My left. Oh, it's great. It's wonderful. It's been just fine so far. Who's to say, who's to know? Maybe I just needed to get that hammer and beat the shit out of it a couple of times, and it just started to listen. Who's to say, who's to know?
I'll call you Hammer from now on. Can't touch this.
The old hammer.
I don't know. Also, Orozco Orion was reminding me, and I don't mean to sidetrack.
His last name's Orozco?
Yeah.
No shit. I know a couple of
Orion.
Orozco. That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
I know a couple of Orozco.
That's why I call him Roscoe. So
hell yeah.
Orion was reminding me of the South Park episode where I think it was Butters who had to sing the song when they were getting busted, and they were supposed to sing something. He couldn't remember what the phrase was. So when he was trying to remember the phrase, he had to sing the song to get to the phrase. See, he was like, oh, and the phrase was, you can't touch this. And so he's like, oh, here comes the parents. He's like, oh, I gotta say the phrase. He's like, no. So he had to sing the whole song. Oh, you can't touch this. You can't touch this. He started saying it like crazy. So he alerted the guys that things were going on. I don't know if you saw that, but
also, I got me a mic now too, and a set of headphones for the old Xbox.
Oh, I told you we're playing this week. I'm down to play this weekend.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm down as a motherfucker. Download
I'm
Fortnite.
back. I got the Xbox upstairs. I'm down.
Telling you what, you get back onto Fortnite. It's addicting. You remember how addicting that motherfucker was, so you got to set some limits for sure. But you play Season 1 OG a couple of times, and you say, fuck, I forgot how fun this game was. And then you go play around in the other Battle Royale, and you're like,
I hate this game.
Why did I stay away so long? No, dude, it's kind of sick. It's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. Bro. I've been enjoying it, and I've clutched 3 Battle Royales in their new one. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm sick. I don't know. Maybe I'm sick like the flu. Who's to say? Who's to know? Maybe I'll start screaming and say, how do you do? Don't you dare stay South the Cap. I'll 1v1 you right now. Come on, no build, 0 build, 1v1.
Lightweight, baby!
All right. Well, apparently we weren't done with the opening banter and the bullshit, but here we are still on the first segment of the day, your sharpening session on episode 640, baby. What the hell are we talking about today? Well, if you saw the thumbnail or the title of the show, you may know, but maybe you don't. This morning, I want to share a little perspective on the topic. Is it how you start or how you finish? Is it how you start or how you finish? And I'm going to go a very specific way with this morning, but I feel like it probably is going to go down to some other rabbit holes. It's going to open up some other pathways. If I was a betting man, chances are this guy over here is probably going to have some very specific thoughts. I don't know who's to know. Maybe it's why I made the picture of the show, some drag cars. I don't know. Who's to know? Maybe things will all start coming together, big full circle, pins, all that good stuff, However, I wanted to ask a question this morning. And I've been pondering it myself a little bit here lately. What's more important? How you start your day or how you end your day? What's more important? How you begin your day, how you get going, how you get cracking, how you get rocking, or how you end your day? How you finish it? How you close out the last 24 hours? What's more important? Better yet, have you ever thought about that? Well, let's think about the morning for a second, right? Getting right in the morning, doing the right thing in the morning, setting the tone in the morning is exactly that. Doing the right thing in the morning sets the tone for the entire day. We talked about a couple days back getting up on the wrong side of the bed and how many people get up on the wrong side of the bed for no reason. And if you can do that, you can get up on the right side of the bed for no reason. And as you think about the morning and setting the tone, if you start it the right way, you create focus, you create intent, you get a clearer picture of your goals. You start to see that one step, if that's the only thing you can see in front of you, and you become more comfortable with that one step instead of worrying about the whole path and what might come along the way and all these different things and obstacles and opportunities. I got to talk to Sally and Billy and me have a lunch and And you start to create how all the things at the end of your path will look. You envision your whole day, what it's going to work out. And then it never ends up being like that. But if you start your day right, slow, easy, not sped up, you get a little bit more focus. You get a little bit more intent. You push your toes into the ground a little bit more. And through all of that, you start to get a little momentum. You do a little thing. You do the right thing. You do this, you do that. Then all of a sudden, the compound interest is flowing in your day. And it doesn't just stop at breakfast, but it goes to the office and takes you into lunch and all the way to your afternoon snack in the meetings and back to the house. And you get home, and instead of a fight with your wife, everything is great. And the kids love you and you're smiling and everything's good. But it started all in the morning. But what about the night? What about the night? Because it's great to have a solid morning. Obviously, you just saw the simple breakdown of how easy it is to gain that momentum of focus and intent and take it all the way. But what about when you get home? What about when you get done talking with the wife and kids, or maybe you're a single guy, you get done with all your chores, your shit, get it all knocked out. Now what? What do? Do you turn on Netflix, aimlessly let the TV watch you? Do you try to do some expansion? Do you flip on that podcast? Do you open up that book? Do you do that research? Do you see that thing on TikTok, Instagram, X, and then go do more research on it and formulate your own opinions and become smarter because of it? What am I talking about right there? Learning lessons. See, the evening is great for reflecting on the lessons of the day. Every single day we have a lesson. I talk about standing in front of the mirror 5 minutes, looking yourself in the mirror, doing some time, taking some moments for reflection. It's so powerful. It's so important. You can look back. What have I learned? What did I gain? Where did I miss the mark? How can I do better tomorrow? Because if you miss the mark, that exact thing is probably going to come up tomorrow. And if it doesn't come up tomorrow, it's probably going to come up the day after that. The mistakes are on repeat until you learn the damn lesson. And that gets you some preparation for tomorrow. Gives you an opportunity. Are you making your coffee? Getting the whole thing ready so you just got to hit a button? Are you getting up scrambled in the morning, flying out of bed, throwing the grounds in the thing, getting the water in the back of the coffee pot? Oh, shit. As you run to the shower and, oh my gosh, and run out of the shower and grab a cup of coffee and Are you preparing it the night before? Are you doing your dishes that are in the sink so they're dry and good and easy for you to put in the cabinet when you wake up in the morning? Are you getting your bags packed for the gym and getting your things ready that you know you need, that takes you extra time in the morning? Are you laying out your clothes? Are you making moves? I'm not saying you have to be that anal about it, but I'm just saying, are you preparing for your day? Are you maybe making a checklist of what you know you need to do, the big 3 things of your next day? And at the end of the day, all of this revolves around an opportunity to rest, reset, and recover. Your evenings are a chance to take off the armor for a chance. You go out on this battlefield, you got to put on the armor, the flaming arrows are every which fucking direction. Holy shit, let me die. Oh, shit. Oh. You just got to keep going. And the evenings are a chance for you to take off all that armor, chill out in the tent for a minute and say, all right, whoo, I made it through another day. And not enough people are comfortable with sitting back and viewing their day. How did I miss them? Where did I miss the mark? How did I do good? Where did I do bad? Yada, yada, yada. And that's why they turn to Netflix. That's why they turn to the news. That's why they turn to Xbox. That's why they turn to all these things, because that's a scary place. Reflection is a scary place. You got to be real raw and open with yourself. And not many people are willing to do that. So I'll leave you with this. Every day is a new book. You've probably heard before that your life is like a book. What if I told you that it's even simpler than that? Every day is a book. Your morning is the introduction to that book. What sets the tone, what gets you going. It is where you create your energy and your purpose. So how do you create that energy and your purpose? You start with prayer. You get a little gratitude list going. You get up 15, 20 minutes earlier than you need to so you can be a little slower. Have that first cup of joe after you've already hydrated all day. You've already got yourself a half a gallon of water in before you even had coffee. You maybe do some morning pages where you sit down, you just let the brain wander and just jot things down. You start positive. You don't let your brain control you. You control your brain. And then you start to write the pages one at a time. After that solid start, whatever it is, prayer, gratitude, small morning reading, whatever it is, then it's one foot in front of the other. You're writing the pages of the book. You're laying out your clothes. You're taking a shower. You're putting on your clothes. You're pouring your coffee. You're going to work. You're at work. You're walking the dog. When you walk the dog, walk the dog. When you're doing these things, do these things. Write those pages. See the words. Every single stroke of the pen or the pencil, whatever you're using on that page. And then when you get done with the day, you get to write a conclusion of that entire book. You get to go back and you get to write that whole thing, that summary that ties it all together. And you get to say, this was either good or this was either bad. But at the end of the day, if you do that, you get closure. You get peace. You can either say, this is where I messed up, or this is where I did really good. Hell yeah. Present Capp is really happy with past Capp right now. Or present Capp is a little pissed off with past Capp right now. I got to make some changes. And you write that summary. You close the book. You say, thank you, God. And you go to sleep. You wash, rinse, repeat. So what's more important? Is it how you start your day? Or is it how you end your day? I'd argue it's the exact same. And I'd argue that each and every day is like a book. And you have an opportunity to write a new one every single day. So now that you know that, are you going to pick up that pen and write that chicken sucker like a novel that you want to read? Like the hero of your own story? Like a doggone Superman? Like Treasure Island? Just going to write some nonsensical book that collects dust in the back of the library that nobody ever picks up. The choice is yours, my friends. Who's to say, who's to know? What do you think about that opening topic for the show, Swirl One?
Bro, I love it because you talked about right away cars. You said cars. You were like, my ears go like a dog. They go, we want to go for a walk. I'm like, who? What?
Huh? Hey, I got a nice little 72 Plymouth Cuda ripping off the line for the picture on the thumbnail of the day. If you didn't see that,
I liked it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Something good. Something good. And I won't go to drag racing because it doesn't really have the same effect. However, if you pay attention to F1, maybe you do some NASCARing, possibly even some IndyCar stuff. You can even do Ferrari Challenge or any of those other kind of racing. And you'll find that a lot of times the fastest cars in the whole lot aren't the guys that finish first. I mean, they might have gotten the pole position. They might have trialed all the way up to the first. So everything they did up until it was their first place in every trial there was. And then all of a sudden the other cars get on there and they don't end up number one. Well, why? There's a lot that goes into a race, especially when you're looking at Ferrari Challenge, Indy, F1. Here's the thing. It's all strategy, right? Strategy. These guys try to figure out, okay, wait, if my competitor has the same amount of gas that I do, and we run the same amount of laps or running out the same amount of fuel, how can I get that edge? Sometimes it's a difference in one lap or another lap where they take a pit stop. And sometimes it's a difference in how everybody in that pit stop does their job, right? So you might have somebody who's very slow at changing tires. That could make the difference on whether your guy gets out of the lane quicker than the next guy. And that right there could make a difference when you hit the track, and that 0.2 seconds, that 0.03 seconds that you wanted to shave, you might have just lost it when you were getting your pit stop. Or maybe you're the slowest car. And somehow you figured out that, well, when these guys go ahead and they pit, if I pass them, then I can be in first place. So if we do this strategically, I could actually pass them and stay in front of them if we do this correctly. And I've seen that before. Somebody will pit a little late, maybe a little early, and they are just, you know what, we're running this thing down to the end. It's going to happen. We're going to make sure we have just this much tire, this much fuel, and we're going to make it right to the end. And they end up with number one, and they may not have been the fastest. And it's all because of the strategy. Hey, I wasn't done with the race. We fixed this race in the last 100 miles. You know, it's interesting because you say Indy 500, that's 500 miles these guys have to run flawlessly. Man, most people can't even go a whole 8 hours at work without being some kind of distracted somewhere or start looking at some, I don't know, Facebook or who knows what they look at. Imagine these guys have to be focused for all 500 miles. And we can't even get up and start to get focused on the breakfast we're trying to make or on the dishes that we're trying to do, or heck, on anything we're trying to create this morning. That's why a lot of people, and I wrote this down, they go to bed and they can't sleep. We talked about this the other day, right? You talked about, hey, I get to the end of the day, what do I have left? What can I do? Have I completed everything? Well, if you haven't, that's why you're not sleeping. It's because it's not done. We're not completing our day. We haven't started on the things that we told ourselves we were going to get done. And you talked about getting things done last night, the night before. Hey, drunk swirl sometimes takes really good care of sober swirl. Let me tell you, drunk swirl is sometimes like, hey, sober swirl is going to really like this Gatorade in the morning. You know what? Sober swirl is going to really appreciate this in the morning. So I get up and I look, I'm like, wow. All right. Shout out to drunk swirl for remembering love my Fiji water in the morning. And sometimes room temperature, because it's not always easy to slam a cold Fiji when you're just feeling a little under the weather in the morning, right? Got to remember that. Here's the other thing too. Packing your bags. So I had, as you guys know, flight issues yesterday, and I don't know what it was. I have no excuse. I don't know what it was. It never happens for me when I book my own travel because I can always just fix it. So I had to get up super early yesterday and get on a standby list, which never happens for me. So I knew this was going to happen. You have to get up at 4 a.m. sometimes to start calling to make that trip. So that's exactly what I did. I said, man, I got to get to bed early. I got to do all these different things. So I was like, I don't want to deal with all of this packing tomorrow. So I packed everything together. I grabbed exactly what I was going to wear tomorrow, to a T, everything. Put it right here. Bam, that's done. Get all my stuff put away. So all I have to do in the morning is grab, put that stuff on, zip this little guy up, and out the door I go. It saves me 20, 30, 45 minutes. You know what else it saves me? The whole I don't want us, because I already did it. That's the greatest thing about it. When I don't have the I don't want us because I've already taken care of something, Oh, it makes my day so much easier. I ended up getting to the airport on time, getting there a little bit early, and I was able to make it all the way back here. I damn near almost made the show, which was crazy. I was telling the guys in the green room, I landed right as you guys were wrapping up. So I didn't even think that was going to happen. I was supposed to have the whole show and then leave afterwards. But here's the thing. I don't care about how it ends up. I care about how I make myself end up in those situations. Whatever happens around me is what happens around me. How I take that and how I handle that is completely up to my preparation, up to my strategy. And I have the opportunity to stop real quick, pit stop, right? Change my tire, right? Go over here and put my stuff over in this corner, pack my bag, get ready to go. And then I can go ahead and get back in the road, hit that gas, put that skinny pedal down, and off we go. Because that's what it's all about today. That's what it is. It's you are the little strategizer of your entire day. You start in the morning by, hey, can I eat right? Do I eat right? Am I going to eat it all? A lot of people don't. Okay, well then what are you doing? You having protein shakes? You having protein bars? What's next? Are you leaving early? Do you have all the things ready? Are you looking to fill your bag or whatever, your backpack on the way to work? Are you doing all that then? Or have you done it the night before? Or do you have, and I stopped doing that. I stopped taking things that I have from the house with me everywhere I go. I started eliminating redundancies. So if there's something that I find that I keep taking from here and I put it in the bag, but then I take it out when I get home and I'm using it here too, why don't I have two of them? Because then I don't have to worry about, oh, I took it out at the house and I left it there. That's the thing that people don't understand. You have to eliminate redundancies in your life in order to start and finish positively, quicker, smarter, faster, more efficient. All of that's got to happen. But it all happens with how you go ahead and set and prepare for your day, for the race, how you strategize your day, how you strategize your work day, how you strategize your week, your month, your year. Here we are. It's on, man, we're looking at January 3rd right now. What are you going to do in this next 27 days to finish this month off strong? I know I got a ton of things to do. Yesterday, I got so much done. I can't even begin to tell you. So proud of myself. Will you be proud of yourself today for all the things you got done? It's a good question.
Yes. Yes, I am, Swirl One. Already, and it's only doggone 7:42 Central Time. I mean, I'm already proud of all the shit I've accomplished today. And I mean, if you're not living every day like that, what are you doing? You know, if you're not doing the right 4 to 5 things. I think about what you said a few episodes back. If you're not fired up and living life and learning every single day and checking the boxes, maybe your 4 or 5 things are a little confused. Maybe you're not focused in on the right shit. And you know what I thought about, Swirl? Well, you talked about strategy right there at the end. I think you might enjoy this. So let's say me and you are both in matching McLaren 620S, same speed, no fucking mods, no shit. We're on the track. We're zooming, right? Same car, same speed. We're moving, right? Everything's cool. Now I'm on the inside. You're on the outside. We got 3 laps. Who's winning that race?
I am.
Bullshit. I am. I'm on the inside.
I don't care.
Oh, that's horseshit.
I'm winning.
Okay.
You know why?
Yeah, because you got the money.
And here's the great. I'm glad you brought
my point. You're ruining my fucking point.
I'm going to tell you why. Because I've had more miles in a McLaren than you have.
That's not my point.
At least 17,000 more miles than you've ever touched. So I promise you, I know how that car is going to react so much better than you do.
That's not my point. That's not my point. Fucking honk, honk, honk. Toot your own horn. That's not my fucking point.
No, there's a point. That's not that.
Yeah, there's the point there too.
Oh, I'll put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. Do yours and I'll come back.
Put a pin in that.
There is a point to that.
It'll all come together. It'll all come together. You just went too fucking soon.
It will. I
because
promise.
You were going way too far. Think about the physics. Just the physics. I'm winning the race because I'm on the inside. Just the fucking physics, all right? I'm on the inside of the track. I'm winning the race 100 times out of 100. It's physics. It's how it fucking happens. It's why everybody takes the inside to pass to win the fucking race. I don't give a damn what you think. However, we're all in the race, right? Everybody's in the race. Why do people take the inside to pass to get higher pole position? They don't go out to the damn side of the wall and try and pass around. They know what might happen. They might get shoved right into that fucking thing, and then they're all the way to the back. Why do they go to the inside? Because they know the strategy. They're not worried about all the other cars. They know their strategy. They're still in the race. They're doing their thing, and they know what they need to do. And man, it's just so funny to see many people out there. Oh, who wants to start a podcast? Oh, I'm going to start a business. Oh, I'm going to do this. And they don't have any strategy. They don't have any game plan. They just see somebody do it. They think it's cool. They think, well, if he could do it, I could fucking do it. Fuck that guy. He's got nothing. And then they start trying and they realize, wow, holy shit, it's hard to get this car around the track. Yo, I don't have a pit crew. Whoa, I forgot. I don't know how to change tires. Fuck, I can't get out of the car and put gas in the car and then get back in it and start driving around the track. This is crazy. You know what? I'm done. I'm quitting. I'm not doing this anymore. I can't keep going around the track. Simple reason why people quit over and over and over again. So who's to say, who's to know, Swirl One? Build upon that. Take your pin out.
Oh, I got you. I got my pin for you. And it makes sense. It goes completely with what we're talking about.
I know.
Okay. So I heard it the other day. Somebody says, hey, I'm a professional driver. And everybody's like, no, you're not a professional driver. You don't have a license. You're not racing. And then somebody goes, wait a minute, but you are though. And he goes, what do you mean? Well, let me ask you, how many supercars have you had? He said, the number. He's like, and how many miles do you put on those supercars? He says the number. And he starts thinking, he goes, so let me ask you a question. How many other people in the world have that type of experience in that type of car? Whoa, think about that. McLaren has only made less than 40,000 cars in its entire existence. So if I'm the one that's been driving this car for the past 2.5 years, 2 years, whatever it is, and I have driven it to its paces over and over and over again, let's say each one of those 40,000 cars were owned by 2 people. That's only 80,000 people in the world that's ever driven that car. Other than that, those 80,000 people, they've never driven it to its limits like I have, because I've actually really drove it through its paces. Now, here's the other thing. Yeah, maybe somebody goes, well, I've driven one of those before. I got to test drive one. Well, they didn't get to drive it 17,000 miles or 6,000 miles or 3,000 miles or 1,000 miles in a stay. So I would say that the person that had been driving those and knows the circumstances of that vehicle, whatever it is, and has spent more time behind the wheel, will win every time, because that person that's not, even they're on the inside lane, they might be in the inside lane right there, but there's a reason why the guy's on the outside, because he knows the car better. And he understands the toe in of how it turns. So when you're on the inside and you come around, he's like right away, because that car has a different power band than what you understand. So you think that's going to be the case. That's not. So let me say this. So when you have done your 10,000 hours on something and you say you're not a professional on something, buddy, I don't know. I've never made a soap in my life. So I would have to look at Simply Soapology and say, you're a pro. Why? Because I've never even made one. You've probably made 2,000 bars in that time. How many of you screwed up? So I would never be able to beat a Simply Soapology in making soap. Just like people can't get on and start making podcasts like this because they haven't put the time in behind the camera. They can't do it like that. We are professionals. Nobody else has done 640 episodes of what we do here. So I don't care. They can get up here and try to go to the inside fucking lane. That ain't going to beat me in my game. I've spent the time behind the wheel. I've used my fucking energy to put that forward. I know the focus at 200 miles an hour, and I've done it thousands of times. I'm going to win every time.
Yeah, me too. I don't fucking lose. So this is kind of a difficult situation we find ourselves in here. You know, that race between the 650S is probably going to have to happen
How many
one
miles
day.
do you have behind the McLaren?
I don't give a fuck. You know, I will eventually just be eating my tailpipes. So that's all I'm thinking about.
I'm playing, but you get the premise.
I get the premise. And if we got off of this show right now and I just got a call like, hey, Cap, I got 2 650Ss for you on the track right now. You and Swirl One, slide over here. We can test this out. Be like, damn, I'm a little nervous. Fuck. That's a lot of car. That's a lot of fucking car. And then one time I put the old pedal down and said, whoa, she get a little shitty on me. I said, whoa, okay, we're just going to stay at 60. We're just, whoa, all right. And Swirl One's fucking, just fucking, okay, yeah, this is nice. I like this. This is fun. All right, fun. But don't act like you didn't go through that phase too. Fucking everybody does with the damn McLaren. Those things are fucking, that's like a fucking, I don't even know. That's fucking crazy. That motherfucker's fucking crazy. It's like dating a fucking psychotic woman. Who's to say? Who's to know? A beautiful psychotic woman at that. Who's to say? Who's to know? Hey, I got one more thought.
Okay,
before we wrap this up here. You know, I don't know.
You know I care, bro. I'm not saying I would beat you just because of that. It's the whole premise of it.
If I can't talk shit with you, I don't know who the fuck else I'm going to talk shit with.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. Hey. Just
Pull
so
your
all the
titties.
people out there know, the
your
Banter
titties up.
is all friendly.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah. Oh, I'm so hurt. Oh, I'm so afraid. I'm leaving. Goodbye, Swirl.
Hey,
Bruh.
just-
Say,
yeah. Does
okay,
mine do that
so
to me?
yeah,
If I
dude,
do
just
that?
gotta hit the
I
stop
go
gag.
like this. Oh, I
But
need
you
to put
ain't-
a face up
You,
there.
you got to get your pretty picture, bro. Look at me.
Damn, I gotta put a face up there. I didn't know that happened. Okay,
Hey,
cool.
who's not? Yeah, you got to do your thing. Got to
Yeah,
do your
I'm-
thing. So I don't know. I feel, I don't know. I just feel moved to share this. I was in the shower this morning, and God was kind of talking to me, and I just had this crazy thought. All of this stuff that we're talking about here is not possible without God. And I had just this weird realization this morning, and he just gave me this. And I wrote it down, and I just keep hearing him say, "Share this." So okay, sure. So I'm in the shower, right? And you know how you get in the shower in the morning, and especially in the morning, it's cold in your house, and oh shit, you crank that shower on, it's nice and hot, and oh fuck, and you could just stand there for 30 minutes, just oh gosh, this is great. As the sleep starts to fall out of your eyes, and just this is the best, right? But then you got to turn that shower off. So you turn that shower off, and then all of a sudden you're right back to shit, because it starts to evaporate, and all the water starts to go off, and you start to dry yourself off, and oh my goodness, now I'm freezing, I'm cold out here. What the hell do I do? And I started to think, whoa, God is like that hot water, and He's always free and limitless to us. Anytime we're cold, anytime we're freezing, anytime we need warmth, we can turn on that heater, we can turn on that water, and we can get warm again. And He is always right there. And if you just want to always be showered with love and blessings and gifts, then keep that water on. I realized that when you start to feel cold and dark and that life isn't going the way you want it, it's because you don't have the shower on. Because you don't have the right things in your life. You're not staying close to Him. You're staying close to your problems. And man, that's just something simple in the fucking shower in the morning. Like that's how tapped in, tuned in, locked in I am. And I hope it's the same for you guys as well. You go through your day in simple little things. You say, oh, that's what it means. Because that's the core of all of this stuff. And that's what I would say is one of the most important ways to start your day. Is open up a daily reading, open up the Bible. I promise you, if you say, God, I don't know why, but I feel like I should read the Bible. I don't know where I should start. It's always seemed like one of the most confusing things ever to me, but you tell me, and I keep hearing Capp Swirl say it's the basic instructions before leaving Earth. All right, show me what you want me to do, and just open it. I promise you, your eyes will go to a spot, and you will see some things that make your brain fall out of your ears. It happens every single time. I've heard the stories over and over and over again. I didn't know. I had no clue what was happening. All I knew was the New Testament. I opened up to Matthew, found the first verse. Oh my gosh, they were talking about all these names. I couldn't understand it. So I flipped to 5. And then, oh my gosh, I understood it all. So I don't know. Just some thoughts, man. Just some perspective from the shower this morning.
It's funny because I had that same thought from the shower this morning. I tell you. Because I woke up yesterday, it was 85 and sunny at 4 a.m. and I didn't have that same thought. I walked outside with shorts and a t-shirt. This morning, not so much the same at all. And yes, it did feel exactly like that. I didn't want to. I didn't want to get out of the shower either. But then I got out, it was cold, and I just said, you know what? I literally realized I'm going to be fine. I got a lot of things to do today. Get yourself excited. You're actually up early, and I just got it done. And I tell you, Cap's right. The closer you stand to the help and the things that the network, the God, everything that you have that's propping you up, the more stable you're going to be, the better your foundation is, the more strong you're going to feel on a daily basis, the more that you're loosely living life and you're just staying away from all of those things that you know you got to do. That's why I'm so proud of myself. Yesterday, I took care of all the things. I remember I was talking to Ryan yesterday, and I said to him, hey, I got to go because I was on the phone. I got these things I got to do. I got to get this stuff done. If I don't get it done right now, I won't get it done. I have to do this. And man, some of that was literally sitting in a waiting room for an hour and 45 minutes to make something happen. But I promise you, I was going to sit there and make that shit happen. I wasn't worried. People in there were like tapping their feet, moving around. You could tell that they were not prepared to spend that kind of time in that room. You know what I was prepared to do? I was prepared to sit there all damn day It was on my list, and I wasn't leaving until it was over. There were people that got upset because they weren't, they had to wait. Oh, it took them 45 minutes. Oh, it took them an hour. Well, guess what? I don't know what you think, but when you're dealing with these government agencies and you got to go deal with them inside them, I don't care what 3 letters it is, MVD, DMV, FBI, all these guys, you're going to be there for a while. So you might as well go ahead and write it into your schedule, right? Strategize. And that's what I did. I don't have to worry about it. I just went in there and got it done. It did take me 2.5 hours. I was okay with that because when I left, I felt so much better about it. Then I moved on to the next thing, and that didn't take that long. By the time it was over, I was like, geez, I have all this time left. Let me get this stuff. I tore apart my house. You guys know I'm moving. So I tore it apart. I threw away bags and bags and bags and bags of stuff. So very happy to be where I was yesterday when I got on the meeting. I was a little late to the meeting, but it's because I was doing all the things I needed to get done. Sometimes you're a little late to things like that because you have to do those things before you can sit down and not have anything to do.
I like the perspective. Shout out Swirl One. Who's say who's to know? We might have to revisit that shower time again. Might have to build upon that. I feel like there's some T's to cross and I's to dot and perspectives to dive down. Now, if I feel like I could formulate a whole doggone message, but I just had that thought this morning as I was getting ready for the show, and I thought, let me write that down. Maybe there comes a time to share it. So maybe that becomes a whole sharpening session. We talk real deep about that, but I got to do some thinking on that. A little formulation of a message. Who's to say, who's to know? But that's your sharpening session this morning, my friends. Is it how you start? Or how you
we have more than one friend today. We have a lot of friends out there.
We got a lot of friends out there. Shout out to all you beautiful human beings tapped in, tuned in, locked in, live in prime time. Hope you got some good notes. Hope you got some good thoughts. Hope you're
funny because we would usually just have one friend. It'd be Mama Capp in here if anything. But we have a lot of friends out there right now. So
very happy about it. Very happy about it for sure. Shout out to all of you. Would have been awful lonely around here, just me and Swirl One and Mama Capp and D's. But hey,
Deezy.
You guys all showed up, so shout out to each and every one of you, baby. Well, my friends, that's all we got for you for that opening segment. Hope you got some thoughts. Hope you're thinking about starting your day a little different, maybe ending your day a little different, maybe doing things a little differently than you did in 2024. Maybe that's your New Year's resolution here in 2025, even though we don't believe in those bullshit guys. Who's to say, who's to know? Maybe you're just going to say, you know what? That's just my goal over this whole year. I'm going to wake up better and I'm going to go to sleep better. I'm going to end my days better. I'm going to start my days better. That is my goal. Damn. That's a pretty good goal. You know, I mean, you get 1% better in the morning, 1% better tonight. It's going to be pretty hard for you to not get 1% better during the day. And then you got 3% better in one day. 3% times 365. That's a hell of a compoundable interest right there.
14.
I don't know, but
I don't believe in multiplication anymore because the one times one thing still blows my mind.
That's some interest right there. Who's to say?
And how do you multiply 0 times 1 and get 0?
Where's it go? It doesn't work in my head. And see,
where does it go?
See, buddy. See, here's the problem. Me and Chris Oswald-Mata, we went to the dirt a couple of days ago because Chris Oswald-Mata has some children that are in mathematics class and very young mathematics class, and they are going through addition and multiplication and subtraction. And this chicken sucker said, Cap, I think I got it for you. And he just spelled it all out and thought he was the smartest motherfucker on the planet. And I said, great, you're very smart. Except that doesn't satisfy multiply. You're not satisfying multiply. You're not getting more. Increase in number. And he just sent back a bunch of laughing emojis. They said,
that's what it is.
Change my mind.
I'm sorry, but 1 times 1 does not equal 1. I don't care in what I don't care what universe that is.
then I
it
said
just
back,
doesn't happen.
I said back to him, I said, you know what? Fuck what I said. Don't confuse the poor little shit. Let him do his thing, and we'll teach him soon enough.
1 times 1. Wait, what do you mean do the at 1 plus 1, but 1 times
shit. 1 times 1
I'm so
equals
confused.
1. Yeah.
And if I have 0 times 1, why is it 0 when I still see this one here? I just don't understand that.
0 times 1, 0. That's what the fuck happened, bro. You know,
they threw the book, bro.
You know, some dumbass scientist was sitting there saying 1 times 1 0. Fuck it, 0. It equals 0.
Hey, we got to make this kind of like, you know, do this. I'm like, no, that's not how any of this works.
Who's to say, who's to know? I feel like we might have to come up with a new way of mathematizing. However, there's your first segment of the day. Time to get into your second segment of the day. We're ready to rock and roll. More perspective coming your way as we get into your reaction refinery. Alrighty then, my friends. Back here live in prime time on episode 640 of Forge and Fuel. Here for your second segment of the day, your reaction refinery. And as always, we got 4 clips coming your way. No hesitation, no delay. I'm a poet, now you really know it. Let's get right on into it, baby. Your first clip of the day features a man who I hold in very high regards. A man who has given me tons of perspective over the course of my entrepreneurial and not only that, my mindset journey. He goes by the name of David Meltzer, the man who got me started saying the old consistent, persistent pursuit of my passions. He started that, and shout out to him. I carry that on because he doesn't say it as much as he used to, so I say the shit out of it. And this morning, he's joining us to give us, man, only that high-quality perspective that old David Meltzer can here this morning to share with us the number one reason why people quit.
People quit is they don't understand perspective. If you think it's going to take you 20 years to get to where you want to be, most people think they should be halfway there at 10 years. At 10 years, they're not even close to halfway there. 18 years into it, you're at 25%. And that's the most dangerous time because they start listening to what's missing and they quit. The 1% that move on, they get to 50% of the way there in 19 years. But the math of time and perception stops so many people. Time's not equal. It compounds itself.
White my character. So it's funny, we were just talking about this, me and Panda and Joaquin. We were at dinner the other night, and we were talking about how quickly things can happen. And Joaquin just crushed it the other night. Shout out to my boy. And he said, it was just a year and a half ago or whatever. I was just hoping to go to a club and be paid $50 to just show up somewhere. And all of a sudden now people are offering him 5 digits to come and play in certain places. And Panda said it to himself. He's like, man, it's funny how quickly when you just start doing some things, it starts to move fast. It goes up fast, right? And that's with everything in life. The more energy you put behind it, the first part's the learning phase. Everybody's got to go through that clunkiness of whatever it is. It's not quite, doesn't feel right. You're not good at it. Oh, it's kind of good. I see some spark of brilliance, but it's a little tough here and there. Or that's not what I wanted. I'm a perfectionist and I screwed this up. Whatever it is, all of a sudden, after you start to get to that point, now you start to fine tuning, and those people that push forward, all those basics stay with them. And now they start to add what we call ear candy inside the DJ business. That's those pretty things that make the music shine, that make it, glisten when you're listening to it. And that's the stuff that people miss. They're trying to get straight to that. And they're not trying to put down the foundation of what actually creates the good beat, the solid beat in their life. So that compounding thing, I cannot tell you. It's so crazy to see what happens after you've been doing something for 4 or 5 years, 6 years, 10 years investing. You are literally looking at one day, and I said it to Capp, I think last time, I don't remember what time, but one day I was like, man, 2% changed me this much. And it's only like that because 2% at one time only changed me 2 cents. But now 2% might change me 4 or 5 digits. It's just a difference in how much I've been doing and how long I've been doing it.
150%, man. Couldn't agree more with all of that shit you just said. And I've been on this grind that I'm on right now for about 4 or 5 years. And I'm really starting to feel that I'm finally in the right spot. I'm finally in a clear vision. I've stopped throwing stones in my path. I just keep walking down it, figuring out how to make a right, make a left, wherever it needs, fork in the road. Let's pivot. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Let's just keep rocking and rolling. I finally feel that 2025 is the year. It's the year that we go from 50% to 100%. Because I'm feeling about 50% right now. I really, truly am. I'm feeling like fuck. And Meltzer just said it right there. At the year before you pop off, you're about 50%. Why? because it takes all of that fucking up for the 18, 19 years in order for you to become the version of you that you need to be, to do the things that you want to do, to attain the success and the blessings that are given to you. Shit. I look back where I was, where I'm at, where I'm going. Hell no, I wasn't the man I needed to be to deserve the things that are coming my way. Hell no, I wasn't the guy I needed to be to start making some of these moves. But you better bet your sweet bippy I am now. And you better hold on, because 2025 starting to feel really good. Things are looking real great. Shit, I've been talking about it since October, November. Yeah, there goes the fucking mic. I'm going to have to buy one of them. October, November, December. And here we are in 2025. The mic's still shit, but everything else is high vibes. Who's to say? We'll get that figured out here. That's the next investment. But right now we're investing in other shit because this is all I got. I'm dove headfirst into it because I believe we're at 50%, and I believe that we're real close to taking it all the way.
Oh, we are, bro. We have a lot of momentum right now. I don't think you realize.
No, I do realize. I very much so realize. There were some things I was saying before you showed up last night that you didn't hear. I very much so realize. And
I'm sorry, I had to get something done.
No, it's all right. It's all right. No.
Because I passed out right after that. I was up since 3 a.m.
Oh, it's all good in the hood. So did Mama Cap. She had to get out of there early. She was a tired bear.
Done,
It's a great time right now. And yes, how can we help you guys? How can we keep supporting this? How can we keep getting this message out and help you guys start doing the things that you have planned that we don't even know about? Not just showing up. Go buy a GAC. Get in the gateway. Start paying your dues. Fucking show up. You see something else. You see a merch drop. You see a limited time drop. Get involved in that. All these things go right back to the business so we can continue to grow and flourish and make this thing one of the best damn entertainment and networking companies on the planet. That doesn't happen if you guys don't get involved and you guys don't support. This is the company. It supports itself. I'm not lining my fucking pockets with any money. Shit, I don't show up with Gucci and Louis and Armani on. I show up with a new fucking Diamond Hand shirt on. I go and I buy the fucking gear so I can then go fucking rep it out in the world. I put it right back into the business so then more people buy it and say, hey, what's that? Oh, well, this is Diamond Hand Media Group. It's my company, you know. Oh, what's that Grand Pipe Country Club on your shirt? Oh, that's my boy Swirl One, my mentor. That's his company. We do this whole thing together. What are you talking about? And then you can do that too, right? It's so much more than just showing up to the show and hitting a couple likes and follows. This is real life. This is out there in the world. We're not just, this isn't funny, ha. Let's show up on a little podcast, get you a little motivation, and then fuck all. This is 24/7, 365. And if you want this 24/7, 365, we provide that. we provide that. Oh, I miss Fortune Fuel on Saturday and Sunday. Get in the fucking gateway. What do you do? You got even more than just me and Swirl in there. Like, hey, who's to know? The number one reason why people quit. Shout out David Meltzer, my guy. Man, I'd love to have a conversation with him one day. I believe we will. We'll have him on this show or whatever formation of this show comes in the future. Who's to say, who's to know? Because that's my guy right there. But we got 3 more clips to get through. So, my friends, we get into number 2. And this man here, Navy SEAL, not sure what his name is, but I know he's in the SEALs. I know he is former military. If you know his name, if you've seen him around, drop it in the live chat, please, and thank you. But this morning, he's here to join us and give us some perspective on the 4 excuses.
500 people have tried to keep a promise for 21 days, and 58 have done it. There's 4 excuses that every human has that prevents them from being awesome. The first one is pain. Emotional and physical pain will talk you out of anything. The push-ups hurt. Therefore, I don't have to keep my promise. The second one is I forgot, which is the weirdest excuse. The third one is support. Since my boss, kids, my wife doesn't support me, then I won't keep my promise. The fourth one is what we say to ourselves right before it's successful. This is stupid. Those 4 excuses prevent everybody from being successful. If you just go and do what you promised to do, it'll work out.
Every single time.
That's a big one, bro.
Every single time, man. Pain. Oh, it hurts. I don't want it. It hurts too much. I'm just gonna give up. So true. I forgot. One of the most bullshit excuses on the planet, because you know you didn't forget. You know that thing was right here on the front of your brain, just bugging you all day long, and you just kept shoving it down, shoving it down, shoving it down, shoving it down, and then all of a sudden it came time to pay the piper, and you said, I forgot. That's all, folks. And that was it. You didn't forget. It was there the whole fucking time. You just didn't want to take care of it. You didn't want to eat that frog because it was the biggest one on your plate. You kept nibbling around at the greens and all the shit instead of first things first. Eat that big ass frog first thing in the day. Your support. Ooh, shit. I don't have the right people supporting me. I don't have my wife and my kid. Well, maybe you should get around the right fucking people. Maybe you get to these moments and you realize you married a complete bitch. Maybe you get to these moments and you realize your kids don't give a fuck about you. Maybe you get to these moments and you realize all of your fucking friends really aren't friends. They're just a bunch of acquaintances who could care less about your dumb ass. Been there, done that. Hope you don't have to come to that realization, but it didn't stop me. I just made my own damn network of amazing human beings that are now my support system and help me keep going every day. And I'll tell you what, I said this to DZ the other day. I said, man, I feel stupid. This whole thing feels stupid. I feel so dumb. Right now, I feel so stupid, bro. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And when I heard that video and the number 4 thing, he said, when people quit, they are so close to their goal when everything starts to feel stupid. Everything starts to feel dumb because they've been doing it for so long, refined it for so long, and they can't get the answer that they want. And that's when they pack it in. That's how I know we are 50%. So fucking close to 100%. Who's to say, who's to know? 4 excuses, Swirl One. Hot damn.
4 excuses that I will never make. I love the fact that he talked about the pain. I have to embrace the pain. I know that uncomfortability is the way to change, and I just jump in it. And I tell you, it's not the easiest thing to get out and do things when it's cold. It's not the easiest thing to get out and do things when it hurts. I understand that. I know that. But that's when you got to keep pushing forward. You know, the other part of it, too, is people say, hey, I don't have the time. Man, if you don't have the time, I promise you, it's not going to get any easier tomorrow. You don't get any more time tomorrow. You just lost a whole day. So wait a minute. If you don't have time today and you lose a whole day tomorrow, when are you going to have time tomorrow? Because if you can't make time for it today, it's not even possible tomorrow. Also, talk about your family. Talk about your wife, your kids, or what have you. And you're looking at, hey, that's the excuse. Hey, maybe they don't have somebody to follow. That's why they don't believe in what you're doing. Maybe every time you said you were going to do something, you've given up on it. So they stopped believing that you were going to do whatever it is you said you're going to do. So maybe you just got to do it. Remember, we talked about your schedule. Maybe you're putting all of your wife's, your kids, your bosses, things on your schedules, and nothing on there has anything to do with you and your growth. Man, that makes it tough for you to go ahead and allocate the time because you never even thought about it when you woke up. You're literally doing everybody else's bidding and not doing anything for yourself. I understand why you forgot. You never scheduled it.
Well, there's some perspective for you, kids. Oh, hello. First 2 clips of the day of your reaction refinery. Hot. We are hot up in the house. We got to get into the 3rd clip of the day. This one here, my friends. It just made me, as I was looking at it, I thought, oh my gosh, KRS-One. I've seen this video. Holy shit. This all just came full circle. However, can't share the video. It's 4 minutes long, way too long, and we'd be talking for fucking 2 hours. So I'm going to post that out. I'll put it on X. I'll probably put it in the Gateway as well after this show. There is a KRS-One video that ties in real well with the 3rd clip of the day. And this one here, my friends, I think this is some great refreshing perspective. Because last year, we talked a lot about the 8. We talked a lot about abundance. A lot about moving forward and finding completion and all these different things surrounded by the 8. But what if I told you we got a new mindset for 2025? Because this is the year of the 9.
5 is a 9-year. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. In numerology, the number 9 represents completion, transformation, and releasing what no longer serves you. It's the perfect time to align your subconscious with new beginnings. This is the year to let go of old patterns, clear the slate, and make space for growth and abundance. This is the time that you can reprogram your mind to align with the transformative energy of 2025.
Wow, that hits hard as fuck. I love that. Hey, everything is changing in 2025 for me. Everything. There is not a thing that hasn't changed. There's not going to change. That's what's exciting. I've been kind of looking forward to it. There was a little apprehension at first because anytime something like that happens, just like we talked about, it does include a little pain, a little time investment. So people start to shy from it. But I will say, I'm looking forward to it. 2025 is going to be massive. And it's only going to be as good as you believe it's going to be. So if you want to start right now and make this year crazy, you got 3 days to do it. Who cares what's going on TV? Who cares what's going on around you? You have the opportunity to change the world around you with all the action you put forth today. What you do now, you're going to literally reap and sow in 30 days. And that can mean the laziness you're doing, or it can mean all the work you're putting in. There's a lot to be done this year. And I remember last year at this time, I remember saying to you guys, got a whole year. You can change your whole life. I didn't realize my whole life would change this year. It's all changing. There's nothing new this next year. As a matter of fact, coming in the next 10 days, buddy, you probably won't see this again. At least if you do, it'll be somewhere else.
Who's to say? Who's to know? I was just laughing because wait until we get to the fourth clip of this here segment of the show. I think it might tie those thoughts together real well. Who's to say? Who's to know? But man, this 9 is so powerful, and I believe there's a lot more to the 9 than any of us know. You know, when a fan can start rapping about a 9 and make KRS-One start doing that shit, looking at him, you know he's up to something. And one of the parts that sticks out the most to me, and it's just because it's easy to remember, a woman and a man wear their wedding finger, it's their 9th finger. So that's only the beginning of the 9. There's so many different words that have 9 and backwards 9 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What if I'm counted the other way though?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well,
what if I'm?
I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The one closer to your heart. Sorry, I was backwards. You start over here.
Don't you go left to right?
I say the 9th. This guy says the 9th. I don't know. I'll post the video later.
He's probably backwards. Don't you go left to right? I'm I don't
know. Maybe it
up
is.
there, bro.
However,
if I put it like this, different than if I put it like this. I'm lost.
He explains it very well. I'm probably botching. I'm just telling you, he explains it very well. I'm playing. There's a lot of fucking 9s. I don't know who's saying.
I've never been married, bro, so I don't know anything about these rings, bro. All I have is this ring. And the only time
I popped a question about getting married, the chick freaked out. So fuck it. Who cares? No big deal. I think I'm just gonna stay single. Who's to say? Who's to know? The 4th clip of the show coming your way, my friends. It's one of them reels, one of them picture videos with some text across the screen. Don't know who this is from, but this morning it's gonna wrap it up real nice. Little cherry on top of the proverbial reaction Refinery Sunday, as we have the quote of the day.
I read a quote that said, "Time is going to pass anyway. Whether you spend it how you want or let it slip by. The question is, will you look back and wonder where it went?" People will always have something to say about your choices, but you get to decide how much space their words take up in your mind. It's about recognizing whose opinions are given out of care for you, and which ones are just noise trying to throw you off your course. Letting someone ruin your day is like handing them the control they never earned. Your energy belongs to you, so decide who's worth spending it on. You're not missing out on anything that wasn't meant for you. If you have to force yourself to show up, then it wasn't your moment to begin with. Good things don't come with strings attached. You don't have to feel guilty for letting go and letting your life get better.
So yesterday I'm driving down the road. I was on the way to the airport. It was 4 a.m. It was as big as 5. And I remember thinking, man, this is a brand new year. I'm about to embark on all kinds of different things. I was just talking to myself about what's going to happen in the next 30 days. I started reflecting on some of the people that have come into my life the last 6 years. And of all those people that have come into my life, there's probably only 3 or 4 that are still there right now that I met since I've been here that are really who I know are good for me. And that's what's so interesting is I started thinking, I was like, what part of it was mine? And I started thinking through that. And I was like, you know what? I didn't do anything to any of those people to create this divide in where we're at and why people don't support me with what they're doing. I didn't do anything with that. I just noticed their real character. And I noticed that they weren't the kind of people that were going to help me drive somewhere. They weren't going to be a good co-pilot. They weren't going to watch my 6. That's the one thing I got to have is I got to have people I know are actually looking out for me. You know, the Motions of the world, the Sean Montgomerys of the world, you know, even the Perkins of the world out there. I mean, these are the people that matter to me out of where I'm at. There's others I won't name that I'm sorry, but they just didn't do anything to stay in my life or to create the kind of value that allows me to be able to continue to take them on my journey. It was great to meet them and it was great to hang out with them for that time that they served their moment. But that moment wasn't going to get me to the next level. And the people that stayed with me will support me as I keep moving on to those next levels.
Oh, you're one of those guys? Yeah, I am, dick fuck. Keep watching. The show's just about to get good.
Precisely.
Faggot. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Did I say that? Yeah, I did. Piece of shit. Who's to know? You know, first thing they said, wonder where it went. Do you look at your time and you wonder where it went? No, I don't. Because every single day is so filled with doing the right thing and the 4 or 5 things and making the right moves. And I realized as I watched this video, I was like, wow, I'm in a spot. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. Wow, how do we get? Wow, this is just, geez, time's just flying by. Well, yeah, it is, but I'm also remembering every moment. I know every single thing. I know damn near every single day over the last 365 because they're all just so packed with shit and knowledge and growth and the right people and new opportunities. How could I not think of it that way? You know, it's just wild how many people go, I wonder where it went. And I said this Nietzsche quote yesterday, Swirl, you weren't here. When I said it, it said, if you think someone has ruined your life, you're right. It's you. Nietzsche known for some of the best shit, and some of the short and sweet. If you think someone has ruined your life, you're right. It's you. Mic drop moment. Just put a period. And that was it. And it's the same, holding that grudge, thinking, letting somebody ruin your life, giving them control that they didn't earn, drinking the poison and hoping they die.
Taking the data wrong.
Bingo. It's only data. And my goodness, the one that just fucking got me just to the core. You're missing out on what's not for you? Oh, you're worried about missing out on what's not for you, huh? Wow. I'm all concerned about all of these things. That's not my story. That's not my path. I'm not that person. That's not my goal. This is what I'm supposed to be doing right here. I'm not missing out on shit. I got nowhere to go. I've already arrived. Here I am. Send me wherever else you need me to go. I'm with it. I'm tapped in. I'm locked in. Man. How about that for some perspective to close out that second segment of the day? Damn.
I love it. That's great.
Fire Flame, there were some good clips today. Hope you're not making excuses anymore. Hope you're not feeling like you should quit. Feeling like the year of the 9 is going to be your year. And hope that quote of the day just put that cherry on top of that proverbial sundae, baby. But my friends, there's segment 1, segment 2. All that's left is to get into the live chat over there one time for the one time. So if you've had some things burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul, and you have not gotten into the live chat, well, get it over there right now. Whether it's additional perspective, some more knowledge, some insightful thoughts, maybe a quote, maybe a question that we would love to answer here live in prime time. Drop it right there in the live chat, and we will shift up on the screen, pop it up, and begin to read as we get into the third and final segment of the day. It is your Answers from the Anvil. Wow, 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 wow. It's pretty fucking cold outside, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It is.
Don't get me excited.
18 degrees in the Windy City right now.
Don't get me excited. I can't wait.
Yeehaw, baby. And
Can't wait.
we got the polar vortex starting right when you
so
come
they
up
just
here.
told me yesterday, and I saw the forecast for tomorrow. Quite a variance, anywhere from 1 to 12 inches. I'm like, bruh. Wait a minute, 1 to 12 inches? You couldn't get any closer than that? I mean, hey, we're basically gonna be not fucked at all or completely fucked. How about that? Thanks, Mr. Weatherman. I appreciate your specialty there.
Oh shit, I could be a fucking meteorologist if that's all it takes.
Dude, I can do that. Hey, let me tell you, Cap, it's either going to be 60 or 90 degrees today.
Hey, Swirl One, let me tell you, it's either going to be sunny or overcast. We'll find out by noon. What kind of fucking...
Wait, what?
These guys get paid like $250,000 a year. Bunch of bullshit. I got a story for you. I've already been through a polar vortex, Swirl One. They're fun.
Me too. Oh,
They're
me
fun,
too.
man. They're fun.
I'll tell you. So,
well,
go
hold
ahead.
on.
I know I'm here. I'll tell you after mine. Yeah.
You get too bad shit. So I was working at Enterprise Rent-A-Car when the last polar vortex came in, right? And one thing, if you know about Enterprise Rent-A-Car, is you be cleaning fucking clothes or cars in dress clothes. And we saw this polar vortex come in, and we saw that it was going to be -50, -60, -70. And I took a screenshot. I actually posted the screenshot on X a couple of days back when they announced this whole polar vortex coming. And they called me the fuck into work. And when I got to work, Dodge Grand Caravans buried in the snow. All you could see was the fucking side mirrors. Everything was buried. You stood outside and the water in your eyes froze. Just fucking froze open. You didn't know what the hell to do. It was some of the worst shit I've ever experienced in my life. And they are saying that this is going to be worse than any other thing we've experienced in the last 20 years. And I said, Cap checking in. You remember 2018? You guys forgetting about 2018? I really hope you're forgetting, because that sounds like some bullshit, but we just went through one of these. Maybe what the fuck? So I'm not all too excited about this. And if we reach -100 and we're in fucking Antarctica, I'm gonna really start having some questions about global warming. Who's say, who's no?
So during that same amount of time, it was in probably earlier in that same period, I had to go from Albuquerque, New Mexico, where I lived, to Cleveland, Ohio. And I had, it was literally this time of year. It was January 1st or 2nd, let's call it. And I was outside looking at the Sandia Mountains in a tank top and some shorts. It was 65 degrees, 70 degrees outside. Nice. And I remember it's beautiful here. And I get on this plane. I have to go to Columbus, Ohio. And I don't know I didn't even look at the weather because it wasn't, they said it's going to be cold. I didn't think I'm from New Mexico. I don't know any better. So I step off the plane. Okay. I've never felt such cold. It was -19 degrees with, I don't know what, wind chill plus. And I stepped out and my whole body just froze. And I was like stuck outside, like half in the cabin. And I went to turn around and I looked at the lady and she looked at me. She goes, well, you can't come back in. And I just looked at it. I'll never forget it. She goes, you can't come back in. And it was like, I panicked. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I had to go into wherever. I was freezing, right? So I go to National to go get me a car. Again, it's -19. It's like 8:30 at night. The wind's blowing. There's no cars. Next thing you know, I'm like, damn, I don't have a car out. Guy's like, well, I'll get you this. I'm like, I don't care what it is. Just make sure it's got heated seats. He's like, I've only got one with heated seats. I'll bring it up. So he brings up this Chevy Cruze, and it is a shit box. An absolute shit box. Okay? Shit box, but it's got heated seats. Okay. So I cranked the heater on this. We got to drive 20 miles to get to where we got to go.
So you can put the pedal to the floor on a Cruze, and that bitch will go.
Right. Let me tell you, all 20 miles the entire time, this thing never ever warmed up. The only thing that was warm was this little 6 inches underneath my butt right here, where that little bitty pad that they heat up on that was turning on. The worst experience of my entire life during that polar vortex. So I agree with you on all said fronts.
So not only was I digging out, I found a picture again. This is the picture of the radar from January 30th of 2019. It was negative 22, felt like negative 53, and the dew point was negative 33. Wind was 16 miles an hour coming out of the west. It was a blistery bastard. And we had motherfuckers coming in to rent cars. We had sons of bitches that were crazy enough to say, I need a rental car today. Duh. Not even for any fucking reason.
I was that guy.
Well, you had a reason, asshole. You were coming off of a plane and you needed it. Yeah. This motherfucker just decided, well, I'm on the other side of town, so I feel like I need a rental car. And he came in, we got him set up, and this Bobby drives all the way back across town. I'm talking 30 minutes away and says, guys, the windshield wipers don't work. The fluid isn't working. I said, yeah, man, somebody probably put a little water in there, or maybe not. I don't know. It's like negative fucking 50. We haven't really tested fucking windshield wiper fluid like that, so I don't fucking know what it's going to do, man. Well, I need somebody to come out here and change it. Well, you can bring the car back. Just bring the car back. We'll get it all figured out. No, I need somebody to come out here to change it. So my happy ass gets in one of those cold-ass Dodge Grand Caravans for 30 minutes, freezing my fucking ass off. It doesn't get hot. I'm freezing. I got my seat warmer. Just fucking motherfucker. I get out to this asshole's car, and I literally look in the thing. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's fucking frozen. Like, it's cold as fuck. I don't know what you want me to do. Take this one. It kind of works. And then I get into his cold-ass Caravan, 30-minute back. And then I get inside. My fucking eyes are frozen open. I got snot sickles coming out of my face. The worst fucking thing I've ever done. I'm just fucking cussing the whole way. This motherfucker fucking son of a bitch.
Oh, it's horrible.
So at least I don't have to do that this year. Gratitude. Who's to say, who's to know? Get to work right here now. All right, hot dog. But my friends, we are here on the third segment of the show where we get involved with you, but we just had some rabbit holes there we obviously had to dive into. So now is the time where we shift up on the screen, DEEZY, throw us up, and let's see what those people got to say today. Who we got out there in the chat? Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Damascus Oglesby, our Missouri connection. GM. Great morning, Jeff. Hope you're having a great start to your day, my friend. Shout out to you. Delta 24, shout out Aunt Donnie, GM. Great morning, Aunt Donnie. Appreciate you being here. Hope you have a great start to the day down there in Joliet. Kim Jones, great morning, Mama Cap. I mean, yeah, dude, we're gonna have to go party with Aunt Dawn too, dude. Like we're so you don't realize we're close as shit to Aunt Dawn now. You're like right there. Who's to know? Kim Jones, great morning, Mama Cap. Great morning, F&F crew. Hope you're having a solid start to your day, Mama Bear. Appreciate you. Who else we got out there, Deez? Nick's Travel Vlogs. Morning, Nick. How you doing? Shout out to you, dude. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope we helped you start your day the right way here at Fortune Fuel, baby. Who else we got? There she is, the queen. Roll out the red carpet. Great morning, family. Be the light. Spread that PLP. Blessings, family. Blessings right back to you, GP. Appreciate you. And that beautiful prayer, as always, closing us out on the bi-weekly networking meetings. We love you. That has kind of become the Diamond Hand prayer. It was the Kawanian prayer. She's changed some words in it. And now it's kind of become the Diamond Hand prayer. We certainly love that. Shout out to you, GP. Jared Albright, there he is, the man always shining bright. Great morning, everyone. It's finally snowing here. Ooh, Ohio, low, high, low, getting a little action before we are. Thank Grandpa it's Friday. It's also our son's 12th birthday today. It's going to be a great day. Wow. Well, happy birthday. Is that Tico? Is that what we're referring to as son? Is that, or real life son? Because I've never seen a real life son. That would be interesting if so. However, you got to update us on that because I would love to sing happy birthday to Tico. Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out, Jared. We appreciate the hell out of you. Good, sir. Rocking the free world. Our girl, Dixie, live in prime time. Good morning, Diamond Hand fam. Great morning, Miss Dixie. Shout out to you. Hope you're having a solid start to the day. Who else we got? D's. Oh, there he is. Angel SD, the one, the only, Mr. Peguero. Great morning, F&F crew. Shout out to you. He got himself a little chuckle from the morning laugh of the day as well. Who's to say, who's to know? Help me, fool! Help me, fool! Help me, fool! Who's to say, who's to know? I feel like that's going to stick around the Diamond Hand fam. Bella Rossi, the beautiful Mama Snow, a.k.a. Miss Wable Snow, a.k.a. Miss Linda Snow, a.k.a. the beautiful one and only Mama Snow once again, says, fantastic morning, everyone. Love the hammer, Cap. I love the hammer, too. If you don't love the hammer, you just don't like fun. You just don't enjoy fun. If you don't like the hammer, you just a fucking Scrooge is all you are. That's just That just fuck. I tell you what, it was a son of a
Stop
bitch.
beating your hammer on screen.
Ooh, pause. I'll tell you what. What the hell's going on here? It was a little challenging to blow this sucker up. You should see me blowing this sucker up. Oh, I have my football.
No, I don't want to see you blowing anything, bro.
It's fucking hilarious, bro. It took me forever. Who's to say, who's to know? Hey, there's a screenshot. That's going to clip well. Who's to say, who's to know? I just wanted to give people an opportunity to laugh. Pause. Everybody chill the fuck out. JK, small time. Crush the day, everyone. Shout out to you, our nation's capital connection. Brian, Live Dog Livingston. Shout out, Live Dog. GM Diamond Hander. Shout out to you, dog. Appreciate you tuning in. Chris Oswald Mata. Great morning, everyone. Have a
great bad to worse
Friday. Hey, man, it's your head in the gutter, not mine. Who's to say, who's to know?
I'm just telling you. I'm just
an
telling you
inflatable
what
hammer.
people are thinking right now. I'm not the only. I can't be the only one.
Well, get your fucking minds out of the gutter. It's just an inflatable hammer, and I'm just showing you how I blew the sucker up. How else would I gotta get the fucking air inside of it? You know, get your fucking minds out of the gutter. All right. Shout out, Chris Oswald Mata. Appreciate you, my guy. Great morning. Hope you're having a solid day. In progress. Oh, shit. We got an IP in the chat. Oh, shit. We need a daily hammer segment. I told you. The hammer's a hit. The hammer's a fucking hit.
Oh, my God. Don't encourage him, dude.
It's the fucking best.
What are we doing?
It's the fucking best. Woo! Woo! Who's to know?
Oh my God.
Coming to you live from Hammer headquarters here at the Diamond Hand Production Studios. Who's say, who's no? Maybe the daily hammer. Maybe that's what I need to do, you know, like a daily reel or some shit where I call somebody out and I say, enough of your fucking shit, get the fuck out. I don't know, who's no?
And you wonder why your mic doesn't work.
Whoa, I wasn't even hitting the mic. I was hitting my desk. I wasn't hitting my mic. I was at my doggone desk. No. I don't know why this thing does that. I've been trying to figure it out, and I don't know, because it works fine everywhere else, and it never did that on old Guava and Spams. So I don't know. I can't figure it out. Who's to know? Shout out in progress, man. Shout out. Great to see you. Logan is Jared's son, my stepson. Oh, shout out, Logan. Happy 12th birthday, Logan, from me to thee and Swirly D and the whole Diamond Hand fam. We appreciate you and your amazing young fathers. They are some of the coolest guys we know around town. And judging by the way they are, you're probably a pretty doggone cool guy, too. Shout out to you, Logan. We appreciate you. JK, big time. Gratitude sets you apart. Gratitude is the attitude, baby. That's where it all starts. Yes, sir. Shane Harper, motion in the building. Great morning, family. How you doing? Shout out to you, my guy. Hey, it was great to see you. Shout out Daisy. Put him on the spot. Motion. Say, hey, why don't we ever see Deez? Why didn't he ever put our comments up there? What the hell's going on? So, you know, I had to just put him on blast one time. And hey, you saw a secret side of Motion yesterday. If you were on the bi-weekly networking meeting, he had this nice
Not secret at all.
Nice little fuzzy. Well, you don't usually get to see that if you ain't in the freaking gateway, for crying out loud. He ain't posting pictures of himself out there like that.
I've been to his house. He does that.
But it's pretty fucking badass. You wanted to keep his nice little bald head a little warmed up there. I like that. That was pretty good little look for the old Motion. Who's to say, who's to know? Who else we got out there, Deez? It takes 10 years to be an overnight success. Yes, sir. That's why we call it overnights success around here. Mrs. Metal, great morning, fam. Happy Friday. We can only grow if we give each other the hand up and support each other. Shop small and grow the dreams of our friends, not big corporations. And if you do that, just maybe your friends become those big corporations. Now, who's to know? Just a thought. Shout out, Mr. Metal. Kim Jones, we need, in all capital letters, to support each other to continue to grow. I personally have invested into the businesses of our DHMG members. We have so many businesses in our group. Support them. It is very true. Shout out to you, Mama Bear. Appreciate that reminder for everybody out there. Shout out to all of our partner projects and partner businesses here at the Diamond Hand fam. Who else we got out there, DEE, ZYY, Mrs. Metal, back in business. I saw a video yesterday, and the gentleman said you can have comfort or you can have growth because you can't be comfortable if you're growing. That's a nice little quote of the day. Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out Mrs. Metal. Shane Harper motion. If you wear 0 rings and multiply it by 9 fingers, you still have 0 rings. Two.
I understand that math. I'm okay
that math
with that
works.
math. That math
That
works.
math works with me. Yeah, that one there, I understand all of that. That's
That
perfect.
right there makes perfect sense.
Shout out motion. Good
That is
shit.
awesome.
Brian Live Dog Livingston with some good perspective. Appreciate each breath. The next one is not guaranteed. Simply love life. Thanks, Capp Swirl. Your consistency is much appreciated. Shout out to you, Live Dog. Your consistency is much appreciated, good sir. Every time we need it, a post, a like, a comment, a like, a share, a follow, another
All the
comment,
things.
and all of it. You're always showing up. Be like Live Dog. Live Dog's always there, always pushing the brand, always pushing the message, and he's got a full plate of his own fucking frogs to take care of, and he's still showing up for the fam. So shout out to you, Live Dog. We appreciate the hell out of you, man. Anybody else good out there? DWZYY. That's all we got for today, my guy. All righty then. Shout out to all you beautiful humming beings. Tapped in, tuned in, locked in live in prime time. But that's your 3 segments of the day. Hope you enjoyed. What's more important? How you start the day or how you end it. Hope you got some new good thoughts on starting your day better and ending your day better. Hope you're feeling like you're not ready to quit. You got those excuses packed away. You're ready for the year of the 9, and you felt that quote of the day, baby. Hope you got your thoughts and perspectives in the chat, because that's the answers from the Anvil, and it means that all that's left to do is wrap this show up officially for the day. Get you a couple of reminders, get you all the way up to date, and then go send you out into the world to go share these vibes with anyone who you may cross paths with, so you can shine so bright that they don't know what time of day it is when you're around. You can turn those frowns upside down and maybe just help them realize that this life ain't so doggone hard and they can wear it like a loose garment. A little water off a duck's back. Yeah, buddy! Me and my boy Matt were in the gym yesterday doing that shit. He was on one end of the gym. I was on the other. I was like, lightweight, baby! He go, hey!
Lightweight, baby!
He had been in Atlanta for all of Christmas and New Year's. I hadn't seen him for like 3 weeks. We were just acting a fucking fool yesterday. So much fun. Shout out my boy Matt if you tuned in. I know he tunes in, watches the show. Shout out to you, guy. All right, my friends, let's wrap this up the official way. The only way we know how. We begin by checking back in with the man, the myth, the legend, DJ Swirl One. Any final thoughts, perspectives, reminders, comments, anything in between for episode 640?
Oh, yeah. Tonight, we're going to be rocking on the greens. GACC live in prime time.
Wow.
We're going to start off right off the bat, hot and heavy, with a great mix for you guys tonight, starting with the spaces at 7 p.m. Central Standard, and then about 8:30 p.m. Central Standard. We will get into a DJ party going all night long. So tune in, Twitch. Maybe you go to the VC. Pull up. It's going to be some good stuff. I think you'll enjoy it. Only a couple of these are going to be happening this month because of all the moving and that kind of thing. So you don't want to miss out, just because I'm going to have a lot of moving pieces going on this month. We'll have to pause them for a second as I get readjusted to the new area. However, hope you guys get adjusted to your weekend. Start something new this weekend or continue something you've been working on. Keep that compound interest growing every day of 2025. Thank you so much for being here. For DZ, my boy back there, that he doesn't have to show his face. I'm okay with that. He'd be just like this anyway. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to Cap. Shout out to everybody that's inside the space to chat. Oh,
bruh.
There he is.
Hey,
Live in the
hey,
building.
hey.
What up, DWZYY?
There he is. He's actually not like this, so that's okay. Shout out to DZ. Hope you have a great weekend. Looking forward to it. I got meetings starting here very soon, so I got to get going.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Well, I won't spend too much time. We'll wrap this up. Shout out Swirl One. Appreciate the hell out of you, guy. Reminder once again, friends, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. GAC Spaces TGIF starts. About an hour and a half after that, the doors of Club GACC open up. GAC Radio Live will be pumping, and DJ Swirl One will be throwing them fresh, hot bangers out left, right, and center. So we'll see you there. Also, maybe we'll see you in the Gateway. Maybe you could start your 7-day free trial. Hop on in today. Maybe get yourself an official challenge coin. Become an official 1%er of the Diamond Hand fam. Who's to say, who's to know? If you don't know, you won't know, but I highly suggest you get involved. And if you need these vibes, you need these energies every single moment of every single day, and you're always trying to learn, trying to grow, but you can't seem to get around the right people to help you do that, well, we got a place for you. It's called The Gateway, and you can find the link to The Gateway in this episode's description, along with all of the pertinent links to DHMG and GACC, whatever social media platforms or anything you may need. It's all located right down there in the description. And if you wouldn't mind, and you haven't already, maybe you could hit a subscribe, turn on a notification bell, maybe leave a like, leave a comment, maybe go over to another platform you haven't yet and subscribe over there and like over there, leave a comment over there, maybe make your own clip. Hey, we're fine with that. Hey, no trademarks over here. You can do whatever you want to do. Just don't be a hoe and tag the show, and we'll pull it out on our timelines too. If you see another clip, maybe repost that, maybe leave us a rating. Whatever you see on your screen, just smash the shit out of those buttons, because it only helps us grow and flow and make all the shows that fall under the DHMG XGACC umbrella bigger and better for each and every one of you. But outside of that, my friends, that's all we got. That's episode 640 on this beautiful January 3rd, 2025. Hope you've come alive and you're ready to crush this Friday, because, my friends, that's a wrap. Paper or plastic, put a bow on that summer beach. Time to turn the open sign to closed and go on out into the world. But not before we remind you that, number one, even a 2-year-old can make an excuse. Number two, even a dead fish can go with the flow. And number three, being that this here show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, we ask you keep in mind at DHMG, we don't only HOLD, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Shout out to each and every one of you flexing those diamond hands on a day in and day out, night in and night out basis. We appreciate you from the bottom of our heart. Thank you for investing your time here at Forge and Fuel this morning, and every single morning you decide to, and investing it across the board at DHMG and GACC. We'll continue to pay back that investment to you by showing up every day on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions and being right by your side while you pursue yours, baby. But for now, my friends, we bid thee adieu. We thank you for being different, for being the change, setting the precedent that we want to see not only on X, on YouTube, on Rumble, but in this entire wide world. Thank you for being super soldiers. Thank you for being the 1%. Thank you for being above the average while you set that precedent. And for those of you who are the OGs, thanks for being the Diamond Hand fan. We'll catch y'all on the flip side tonight on those GAC spaces, hopefully in GAC Radio Live for a little DJ Swirl One dance party. Maybe we'll see you in another show before then. Maybe Discord, maybe a VC, maybe a group chat, maybe the Gateway. Hell, wherever you find yourself on that consistent, persistent pursuit of the passion, we will be right by your side. But until then, my friends, that was Forge and Fuel. For Mr. Producer, DEEZYY, for co-host with the Mo-host, Swirl One, my man, your guy, and for yours truly, Colton Capp Swirl One. We can't thank you enough for starting your day the right way here at Forge and Fuel, baby. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday morning, because you deserve it. But for now, peace and love.